So in all of my videos, or all of my tutorials so far, I've been using my acoustic, and, you know, that's great. But not everybody has an acoustic, and I'm aware. And sometimes whenever I tell people I play guitar, they're like, oh, which guitar do you play? And I'm just like, what do you mean? And then I think about it, I was like, oh, they're talking about if I play acoustic or electric. And really, there's no difference. But I know some people play electric, and so today I have something a little bit more special. It's my this is my first electric guitar. It was a Gibson Les Paul Platinum 2 before I vandalized it violently. But whenever I joined that rock band I was talking about, this is what I was playing on. My gosh. Hold on, I gotta change some things. Okay. So there's really not a big difference between the acoustic and electric. You still have a bridge right here. It does look a bit different. I mean, pretty much the same thing, honestly. I don't know too much about the electric because I haven't played it in a while, but still have your tuning pegs up here. Still tuned the same way. Some electrics look different, but you can also change between bass and treble right here. And then this one, at least on my guitar, controls the level of, like, let's say I turn it to treble, and I turn this all the way up, it's going to have as much treble as I can get it, you know? And this is your main volume. But there's really not the biggest difference in the world. But today, I'm going to do the lesson on my electric just to show it off a little bit and to kind of just get used to it. So, I think the first song I showed you how to play was Creep by Radiohead. But it's actually a really good song to build on because you can add a lot of fundamentals to it. And so the song is obviously 8 on the 3rd fret of the E string. Did I unplug? Then it's the 7th fret 8 times. And then the 8th fret 16 times. But you can add on to that. If you take a second finger, you can place it on the A string, and you're just gonna place it 1 fret above the E string. And so, like, let's say I'm playing like the 3rd fret of the E string. I'll have my finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and whenever you slide down, you're gonna keep that shape. And you're gonna have first finger on the 7th fret of the E string and your second finger on the 6th fret of the A string. And then whenever you slide down again, you'll keep that shape. And it's basically just the same thing. And instead of playing just a single string, you have to strum both of them. And so it kind of gets you into strum. But on that last part, you're going to play, obviously, I said 16 times the first time, but instead you're going to play 8 times. And then you're going to slide your finger down, your first finger, to the, I need to word this better. Use whatever 2 fingers you want, I don't care. But I prefer my middle and my index. So I put my middle on the 8th fret of the E string, and then I'll slide my index to the 6th fret of the A string. And so it's kind of like this. I'll just show you. And then slide down. I really don't like this sounds. You know what? Enough electric for today. I don't really like the electric, honestly, but my acoustic is actually acoustic electric, so I'll just plug that in. And it sounds better. Ooh, yes. Alright, so obviously, so you're gonna take your first shape, first finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, second finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and then you're gonna strum that 8 times. And then you'll slide down to the 7th fret, keeping that shape. And then slide down one more fret to the 9th. And then move your second finger down to the 6th fret. And then, if you really want, you can add some cool strumming patterns, kind of the up, down thing. So I'll show you. You can really just kind of add on to that and just explore different styles like finger styling. So just kind of have fun with that. Keep exploring different fundamentals and just adding new skills on, and just making the song sound exciting is what I meant. I know it wasn't really a bit of a lesson. Honestly, I don't think anybody really learned much. I really need to plan these out a lot better. But I have a cool song for the next one, so I'll catch you later.